Such a weird and embarrassing thing to admit, but my life was just wrapped up in...
He once believed himself untouchable. A husband to many, a star on national television, a master of plural marriage and family politics. Kody Brown had played the role for years, cameras rolling, lights flattering, storylines curated. But that morning, as the heavy oak doors of a Nevada courtroom slammed shut, the stage was gone. No producers. No confessional couch. Only truth. In the eyes of the law, Kody Brown was not a patriarch or celebrity. He was an accused fraud. And what unfolded inside would shake the sister wives' empire to its foundation. The judge is warning you may think this is a reality show. Mr. Brown, the judge said evenly. But in my courtroom, the drama ends and the law begins. Every syllable sliced like a blade. The gallery fell silent. Kody sat at the defendant's table, golden curls dulled under the fluorescent lights. This wasn't TLC's family sofa. This was the real world with real consequences. Across the aisle, Robin Brown's mascara streaked as she pressed a trembling hand to her mouth. Christine Brown sat rigid in the gallery, her eyes icy. Next to her, Janelle folded her arms, almost smiling. The gavel cracked. The charges, Kody Brown, the clerk read, is accused of intentional misrepresentation of marital income, fraudulent concealment of financial information, breach of joint family asset agreements, misuse of funds for children's education, and deceptive management of media contracts under LLC protections. Kody's attorney nudged him. How do you plead? Not guilty, Kody rasped. The prosecutor, a sharp-tongued woman with a binder as thick as a brick, rose. Your Honor, we intend to show Mr. Brown manipulated legal gray areas in plural marriage, not for faith, but for profit at the emotional and financial expense of the women who trusted him. She lifted Exhibit A, a 2012 family agreement guaranteeing equal distribution of TLC revenue. Since 2019, she said every check went to an LLC owned solely by Kody and Robin. The others received nothing. Gasps rippled. Christine's hands clenched. Janelle leaned forward. Even Robin looked bewildered. Exhibit B, the prosecutor continued. Exhibit B, mails between Kody and a TV executive. On screen appeared Kody's words. The others are fading anyway. Give Robin more screen time. Christine shot Janelle a look. They didn't need to speak. This is a witch hunt. Kody shouted, slapping the table. Sit down, the judge ordered. For the first time, Kody looked small. Janelle testifies the state calls Janelle Brown. Janelle walked to the stand in a teal blouse, her presence steady. All the wives contributed to a family fund, she explained. That's how we paid tuition, mortgages, groceries. Kody handled it. We trusted him. When did that change? She produced bank statements. 3 years ago, checks disappeared. Kody said he'd restructured for taxes. I believed him until I noticed $1.64 million shifted to Brown Integrity LLC, owned by Kody and Robin. Gasps again. Robin whispered no under her breath. What happened when you confronted him? He told me it wasn't my business. That I wasn't his wife anymore. That things had changed. Reporters scribbled furiously. Christine steps forward from the gallery. Christine's voice cut through. I'd like to testify. The judge nodded. Sworn in, Christine approached with a folded document. This is a 2014 agreement, she said. It states all sister wives' income, direct or indirect, would be divided equally. Signed by all of us. Was it obeyed? No. Her voice trembled, but her words burned. He gaslit me so badly I apologized for needing groceries. And then I learned he and Robin opened a new LLC without telling us. He took the money. Robin whispered. Kody said the others didn't care anymore. You knew you were getting checks, Janelle snapped. Didn't you question why we weren't? The judge banged her gavel. This is not reality TV, but if it were, I'd say we've reached the climax. Nervous laughter rippled. The smoking gun, Your Honor, the prosecutor said. We request permission to play an audio recording provided by Ms. Meri Brown. Kody's face drained. On the speakers, his voice rang. The network needs me. Robin and I are the stars. Eventually, we'll own the whole revenue stream. It'll all be in Robin's name. Cleaner that way. They're emotionally draining anyway. The courtroom erupted. Kody's lawyer shouted, taken out of context. "Sit down," the judge said coldly. The patriarch image crumbled. The mask was gone. Curtain pulled back, the judge leaned forward. "Public image has paid you well, Mr. Brown. Now we're pulling back the curtain. And the image is not the truth. Christine didn't look like a victim. She looked like a survivor." The gavel fell. Court adjourned for now. But everyone knew the sister wives' empire had already cracked.
When I'm in love with a woman, that's her fault.
For years, Kody Brown believed himself untouchable. Husband to many, star on national television, master of plural marriage and family politics, he had played the role flawlessly. Cameras rolled. Lights flattered. Storylines were carefully curated. Kody was both puppet master and star of his own show. But when the oak doors of a Nevada courtroom slammed shut, his stage was gone. No confessional couch. No producers. No TLC protection. Only truth. In the eyes of the law, Kody Brown wasn't a patriarch or a celebrity. He was an accused fraud. And what unfolded would shatter the sister wives' empire. The drama ends here. You may think this is a reality show. "Mr. Brown," the judge said flatly, voice carrying more weight than a shout. "But in my courtroom, the drama ends and the law begins." The gallery froze. Reporters, bloggers, and court sketch artists leaned forward. Kody sat at the defendant's table, golden curls dulled under fluorescent lights. He wasn't TLC's charming patriarch anymore. He was cornered prey. Across the aisle, Robin Brown trembled, mascara streaking her cheeks. Christine Brown sat upright, eyes glacial. Next to her, Janelle folded her arms with quiet resolve. The gavel cracked. The charges Kody Brown, the clerk read, is accused of intentional misrepresentation of marital income, fraudulent concealment of financial information, breach of joint family asset agreements, misuse of funds for children's education, and deceptive management of media contracts under LLC protections. "How do you plead?" the judge asked. Kody rasped, "Not guilty." The prosecutor, a razor-sharp woman with a binder thicker than a dictionary's. "Your Honor, we will show that Mr. Brown manipulated legal gray areas in plural marriage, not for religion, but for profit at the emotional and financial expense of the women and children who trusted him." She lifted Exhibit A, a 2012 agreement guaranteeing equal distribution of TLC revenue. Since 2019, every check went into an LLC owned solely by Kody and Robin. The other wives received nothing. Gasps rippled through the courtroom. Christine's nails dug into her palm. Janelle leaned forward. Even Robin looked blindsided. Exhibit B, the prosecutor displayed an email Kody had written to a TLC executive. "The others are fading anyway. Give Robin more screen time." Christine and Janelle exchanged glances. "This is a witch hunt." Kody shouted. "Sit down," the judge warned. And for the first time, Kody looked small. Janelle testifies the state calls Janelle Brown. She took the stand with quiet dignity. "All the wives contributed to a family fund," she explained. "That's how we paid tuition, mortgages, groceries. Kody handled it. We trusted him." "When did that change?" She handed over bank statements. 3 years ago, checks disappeared. Kody said he restructured for taxes. But $1.6 million was moved to Brown Integrity LLC, owned by him and Robin. Gasps again. Robin whispered, "No. What happened when you confronted him?" "He told me it wasn't my business. That I wasn't really his wife anymore. That Robin was..." Reporters scribbled furiously. Christine's turned from the gallery. Christine's voice rang out. "I'd like to testify." She produced a 2014 agreement signed by every wife in Kody, equal distribution of all show income. Was it followed? No. Her voice broke, but her words cut sharp. "He gaslit me so badly I apologize for needing groceries. And then I learned he and Robin opened a secret LLC. He took everything. Robin whispered. Kody said the others didn't care anymore. You knew you were getting the checks, Janelle snapped. The judge slammed her gavel. This is not reality TV, but if it were, we've reached the climax. The smoking gun the prosecutor stood. Your Honor, we'd like to play an audio recording provided by Meri Brown. Kody's face strained. His voice filled the room. The network needs me. Robin and I are the stars. Eventually, we'll own the whole revenue stream. They're emotionally draining anyway. The courtroom exploded. Sit down, Mr. Brown. The judge barked as Kody's lawyer objected. Kody buried his face in his hands. Meri Brown rises then from the back row. Your Honor, I'd like to testify. Heads swiveled. Meri Brown stood the wife Kody had humiliated and abandoned. Christine blinked. Even the prosecution seemed startled. Meri walked forward, calm and deliberate. Christine and Meri locked eyes not as rivals, but as survivors. Kody stared at her like a drowning man spotting a lifeboat, but Meri didn't look his way. Sworn in, she produced a USB drive. This contains emails, recordings, and screenshots. Proof of Kody's plans behind our backs. The monitor flickered to life. An email appeared. We must rebrand. Christine and Janelle are yesterday's news. Meri is living in the past. The future is Robin and me. Robin's jaw dropped. Kody muttered frantically to his lawyer. That email, Meri said evenly, was 6 months before Christine left. He already considered her disposable. Next, a recording played. I don't need Meri around, but I can't cut her loose. Optics wouldn't be good. She's handy. That's it. The courtroom erupted. Christine gasped. Janelle looked stricken. Were you used, Mrs. Brown? The prosecutor asked. Yes. For ratings, sympathy, and legal optics. But I was never loved. Kody shot up, trembling. Objection. Personal vendetta. The judge slammed her gavel. This is federal court, not a reunion show. The gallery laughed darkly. Then came the final recording. The LLC is tight. Robin's the only other name on it. The rest have no legal claim. When it's time to divide profits, it's just her and me. Clean, controlled. Christine gasped. Janelle whispered, so that was the plan all along. Why speak now? The prosecutor asked Meri. Meri lifted her chin. Because silence is what let him get away with it for so long. And I will not be silent anymore. The gallery applauded before being hushed. The tide had turned. The verdict the next morning, the courtroom filled again. Reporters crammed the aisles. Kody sat hollow-eyed. Robin didn't show. Christine and Janelle sat together, calm. Meri walked in steady, her presence buzzing through the room. All rise, the bailiff called. Judge Ellsworth entered, papers in hand. This court has reviewed testimony, recordings, financial records, and contracts involving the show's sister wives, he said. He fixed Kody with an icy stare. Mr. Brown, I am troubled. Troubled by your abuse of trust, manipulation of family in the name of religion, and above all, your conscious plan to exploit those who trusted you. Kody didn't respond. Between 2019 and 2023, you diverted over $400,000 from a joint family, LLC, into a private enterprise with only your and Robin Brown's names. You exploited the likenesses of Christine, Janelle, and Meri for promotional gain they never shared in. This is textbook fraud. The gallery gasped. I find the defendant liable on 4 counts: violation of civil contract, misrepresentation of assets, intentional withholding of finances, and commercial exploitation without consent. Kody's head dropped. Restitution of $350,000 shall be paid equally to Christine, Janelle, and Meri Brown. Ownership of Coyote Pass is relinquished, and Mr. Brown may not use the names, likenesses, or family association of these women in any future media without written consent. Reporters scribbled furiously. The headlines were already writing themselves. Mr. Brown, the judge finished, you acted as a CEO, not a husband. You use these women as tools. That ends today. Court adjourned. The gavel slammed. Aftermath. Christine exited first, head high, serene. Janelle followed, eyes shining with relief. Meri emerged last, meeting the cameras head-on. She smiled for the first time in years. Then Kody appeared, attorney at his side, tears raining down. "Where's Robin now, Kody? What about the kids?" But he didn't answer. He didn't look up. His kingdom, built on plural promises, reality TV, and financial schemes, had crumbled into dust. And the women he tried to silence, they stood victorious. The women he tried to silence, they stood victorious.